Hello and welcome to another TCG Roundup, this one for the week of February 14th, 2024. I am Vince from Magma Family Gaming, and we will be taking a look ahead at the Star Wars Unlimited and talking more about the pre-release, seeing what your favorite casual TCG experience is, and sharing some of mine, and looking at some of the upcoming releases. So let's go. So for Star Wars Unlimited, the pre-release events start on March 1st, and it's going to be a sealed event where you're actually going to get a pre-release box that highlighted some of the items here that are more significant, like the 6 booster packs, the Luke and Vader promo leaders, as well as the tokens that you're going to get for this. You also do get a quick start rules guide, a deck box, and 2-sided sheet that gave you some of the information on building a deck for pre-release. One of the things I kind of wanted to highlight here is it looked like the minimum deck size was 30 cards that you need to build for the pre-release, and with that you're going to be able to use any of the leaders that you open as well as the Luke and Vader promo that you receive. So those will be usable, as well as the locations are going to be ones that you opened, or you can get a common one from the venue. They should have all the copies of the common ones for you to use for your deck as well. Now for the tips wise, a lot of this is coming from Magic and Pokemon. You want a lot of bodies out there, prioritizing creatures, and because this is going to be 2 different arenas, I feel like you're going to want to kind of have, I think it's going to be a split between the 2, but there might be a reason why you want to focus on just the space arena or just the land arena. I don't know if that kind of overwhelming tactic is going to be very effective in this, as if you focus on one, now you're allowing your opponent to really prioritize the other one while just defending the one that you are really trying to push. Also too, you do start out with 2 mana or 2 like resource costs here, and then every turn you can use one of the cards that you have in hand to be a resource. So it's kind of important to still keep a curve. You're going to want creatures and characters that do have low costs, but you're also going to want to include something that late game you will be able to use and hopefully dominate on whichever side that you choose to go through. This really does bring me to thinking about like Lorcana sealed events, where you really did want to focus on a lot of early drops, but you did want something that was going to be kind of a bomb later on. And for this, I definitely want to know, what's your favorite casual TCG experience? I have included some here, and I do want to talk about for my casual experiences, when it comes to casual games, I think that Lorcana is probably the easiest one to get into, and it is going to be the most familiar for knowing and recognizing the characters and then kind of putting the abilities with the characters. Right now, it is a pretty straightforward game. The abilities are really easy to read, really easy to understand, and it's just it is a lot of fun. Like, the mechanics, though, they don't really allow for too many of like the gacha or comeback like mechanics. So it is definitely a great game to get into. I haven't really expanded much past the casual level, though. My favorite casual format is actually in Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is the speed duel format. This format, they do have specially designed products, and it does have the speed duel name right on the cards, and only cards that do have speed duel on them are usable. Card pool is really trimmed down and makes for a very streamlined and a much slower kind of format. It is very casual friendly, especially to those who have played way back in the day when Yu-Gi-Oh! Celebrated its 25th anniversary, and those first 6 sets that they released in box form, definitely really recognize those. The speed duel, it's really fun when it comes to deck construction, or even just using it straight out of the box. Like, those are some of the best out of the box experiences that I've had when it comes to card games and the speed duel boxes. Now, when it comes to casual fun, I will definitely say I'm a little biased on this. I do think that Universes has some of the most casual and competitive fun. The reason being, I have really started getting into the game and it's been a fun experience, not just deck building with the characters and then the themed like cards for that character. It's also been really fun kind of playing out the matchups. It's cool to see that you can use multiple strategies for the different characters. You can theme it out differently, and in all the games I've played, I've probably won maybe 20% of the games at my locals. I'm not really focusing on the wins and losses. I am more focusing on the turns, kind of like the sequences of plays, and then even at the end, you can kind of just talk with your opponent and kind of go over what you could have done differently. It's been really fun playing and building decks for that again. I definitely recommend it. The learning curve for this is much higher than what I would consider like Lorcana. Learning curve for that is actually pretty low when it comes to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed duels. Again, that has, I would say, like a low to medium like learning curve. Universes probably has the highest learning curve of these three that I've mentioned, and is right on level with Flesh and Blood when it comes to the learning curve. You can extract the most fun out of that I have experienced personally, of course. Now on to the upcoming releases. The Final Fantasy TCG Anniversary Collection set for 2024 is releasing this week on the 16th. I believe it was something like over 260 cards with a full deck and then a bunch of reprint cards for like all throughout the set. That one looks like it's going to be a really fun one. Excited about that too. Digimon Exceed Apocalypse is also releasing on the 16th, as well as Weiss Short's Chainsaw Man. Next week on the 23rd, we are looking at Universes is coming out with the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament set. Lorcana, the third set for that, Into the Inklands, is coming out as well. And Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World is also coming out on the 23rd. And then coming up on March 1st is going to be Keyforge Grim Reminders, as well as we have a lot of exciting releases coming up here in the future too. And don't forget to let me know about what your favorite casual TCG experience was. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.